Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone on this glorious Monday morning? It's a beautiful day here in Georgia, albeit a little cool. I was not ready for 48 degrees, I can tell you that. But it's not bad. It's not cold. It's just a little chilly got my sweatshirt on, not too bad. Anyway, moving on from the weather report, because I know you're all so excited to hear the weather report. We be tangles. We be tangles already. What? I learned a new word this morning. I love learning new words. Oh, no. Now I'm not going to be able to say it. Oleaginous. No, not Los Angeles. Oh. Hold on, I'll go look it up. Oleaginous. I can hear the little Google thing saying it in my head. These earrings are gonna fight. We gonna fight today. Oleaginous. It means distastefully complimentary. It also means greasy. Oleaginous. It was on a video it was in the comments of a video I was watching about the banker, Alec Murdaugh's banker. Said he was oleaginous. And I was like, that's a very good word. I like it. I like big words. I like to learn new words, I may not pronounce them correctly or remember exactly what they mean, but I like them. Anyway, so I woke up, these earrings. Charlie woke me up at 5. He needed to go potty, which is cool. I get up, go let him out. He comes right back in. I go back to bed. I'm trying to go back to sleep. And, the million thoughts that start running around in your head, or at least in my head, when you're trying to go back to sleep. So I put like a little Facebook video on, right? Kind of a long one and kind of a calm person talking so I could fall back asleep. And I kind of sort of did. It was that weird, kind of asleep, kind of awake, kind of know what's going on, kind of don't. That really weird, yeah. That's where I was. When all of a sudden, I do wake up. I guess I did go to sleep because I wake up to screaming. The loudest screaming over and over and over and over. And I was like sitting straight up in bed looking around like, who is screaming? Do any of y'all watch this ring? Do any of y'all watch Lad Baby? So this was Roxanne, the lad's wife. And he was doing some sort of thing where she could pick where they go on vacation, but it was some kind of game that they play, right? I have never heard such screaming in all my life as I heard this morning, which, when you hear it in the middle of the day, it can be funny, but when you hear it at 6:15 in the morning, it's like, what in the world? It just rolled to the next video, and yeah, that was the video it rolled to. So I woke up to Roxanne screaming. Yeah, and then I take the dogs out for a walk, and I'm standing at that driveway up here when a car stops right beside me, and I'm like, please don't ask me a question. Please don't roll your window down to ask me a question, because it's not going to go well with these dogs. They don't like people talking to me, okay? They do not like when cars stop to talk to me. I'm bracing myself for what's about to come because I know my dogs are going to lose their minds. Well, they did. Hold on. Okay, so they did lose their minds. The car stopped, like I said, right next to me. And I'm like, are we going to have to fight here? Am I going to have to put on my Judy chopping clothes to fight you right now? Because I will. You don't want none of this. I'm too tired for all that. Anyway, when all of a sudden the back door opens and a teenager gets out of the vehicle that lives across the street from me. But he drove past the driveway to his house to the driveway where I was standing. So I was like, why Why didn't you stop like right there at the driveway or a little before the driveway instead of rolling up to me, right? I mean, not that he was paying any attention, I'm sure, but I'm like, geez, the way the world is, I guess I'm just overly cautious all the time. Hold on. That hold on turned into a whole day. And I worked, and I got off, and I walked the dogs, and I came home and sat for a few minutes, and then I cooked dinner, and I cleaned the kitchen, and now I'm sitting again. But my kitchen's not oleaginous. So there's that. Well, it might be a little bit. You know what my kitchen is? It's covered with pollen. That's what it is. Because I was dumb and I opened the window and the screen in my door because I like the, fresh breeze coming in. And yeah, so now everything is kind of sticky with pine pollen. If you don't know what pine pollen is, if you've ever seen anything in Georgia that's completely covered in yellow dust, that's pine pollen, and it sticks to everything, and I hate it. I hate it. My dad said he drove by my house today and that my car was yellow. I was like, well, yeah, because it's March. It's March in Georgia. It was 77 degrees today, and pollen. That's all, just pollen. But on a good note, my lids that I made yesterday turned out great, and they're dry. I think somebody mentioned in the comments that theirs never dried, or maybe that was on a video I watched. I don't know. But maybe using that heat tool helped them dry, because I can tell you my house wasn't as warm as it said it needed to be. And I will also tell you that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I will be making other stuff with the epoxy or resin or whatever. I don't know if they're not the same thing or if they are the same thing. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to make other stuff. I know that. I watched a Barb video yesterday and she put glitter in hers and made like little pendants. And I was like, oh, I do be liking the glitter. I do be liking the glitter. She puts the glitter in my nails. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm like a 10-year-old. I'm like, can you add glitter? I like glitter. I never thought I'd be a glitter person. You know, when I used to teach Sunday school, the moms would come pick up the kids and they'd be like, you used glitter again? And I was like, well, yeah. I mean, why not? They love glitter. I mean, because when I was in school, that's what we used. We drew with Elmer's glue, and then we sprinkled glitter all over the paper. We drew Christmas cards and all those things, Easter bunny cards, and we used glitter. So, yeah, of course I used glitter. And then, I was going to take pictures of a friend of mine for her 40th birthday party. And I bought her some roses, and I put a beautiful red bow around the flowers, around the bouquet. And the ribbon that I picked was just covered with glitter. And then I realized why all those parents were so angry about all that glitter, because that glitter was literally in between the boards of my hardwood floors. And every now and then I still find a little sparkle of red from that red glittered bow. Not really, I don't really find it now, but yeah, I found it for a long time afterwards. So I get it. Sorry. But I do be liking it in my nails, so, and I will be liking it in my pendants that I make. I'm gonna probably go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or somewhere and look at more stuff I can make. Because it was easy. It was probably the easiest craft I've ever done. I had a couple of people ask me if you could Mod Podge. You can Mod Podge, but you won't be able to wash the lid because the Mod Podge is not going to hold up like the epoxy, and whatever you Mod Podge, like the paper, is going to turn loose, roll up, come off, otherwise disintegrate. So, yeah, I wouldn't waste my time on the Mod Podge for this project anyway, because you're not going to be able to wipe the lid off that well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can wipe it off a little, but I just think it's going to break down over time because Mod Podge is basically just a glue. So this actually puts a seal over whatever you got under it. So, does that make sense? And I mean, I'm not the know-all, end-all, be-all, all thing like that. So, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I just had somebody tell me in the comments that I was a wannabe because I used a recipe to make mayonnaise. I was like, I want to be what? What do I want to be? Please tell me because I need to know. I need to know what I want to be because I didn't know I was a wannabe. I just thought I was making mayonnaise. I guess she thought I had to come up with it on my own to show y'all how. I mean, look, y'all, you ain't got to worry about me leaving because of comments. You ain't got to, tell me to ignore the comments, all that stuff. Because I ignore so many comments a day that it's not even funny. But sometimes I just have to tell y'all because I think they're funny. I tell you because I think they're funny, not because they're bothering me. I just asked her. I was like, well, I mean, what am I wanting to be? Because I really have wanted to know that my whole life. What do I want to be? Maybe she has the answers, I'm just a wannabe. Wannabe what? A wannabe mayonnaise maker? Maybe. Maybe I want to be a mayonnaise maker. Charlie barked at a scared Penny. she just got to sleep. I don't need neither one of y'all to talk to me about waking up to people barking or screaming, okay? Okay? Yeah. Y'all just go on back to sleep. Because I'm still mad about that. I mean, I love me some Roxanne, but really, Roxanne? Really? I mean, that was a rude awakening this morning, you screaming. But she's getting to go on whatever trip she wanted to go on, so I guess that's all that matters. I mean, probably where she's going, I might be screaming too. I heard her say Scotland. Scotland. It's going to Scotland. And then I didn't know what she said. I think it was some sort of island or something. I don't know. Someone else asked me how many accents I have. I said, I really don't know. I don't know. I mean, I learn something new every day, and every day I learn something new, and I could probably learn new accents every day, so I probably got a lot, yeah. I mean, I've been working hard on this South Carolina accent, which ain't much different, which is not much different than the Georgia accent, but they do talk a little bit more Southern, I do believe, than us Georgia peaches, or at least this far north Georgia, because I'm up above Atlanta. But yeah, they got the deep Southern thing going on. But I will say, one of them on the trial said a pecan tree. It's not a pecan, it's a pecan. Pecan. Because a pecan is what you take with you in a car on a long road trip. It gives you somewhere to pee in a can. A pecan. Whereas a pecan is a type of tree. A pecan tree creates a pecan, which then, you can eat if you can get them away from the squirrels. I have a pecan tree in my backyard, and I've literally had to get into knockdown dragouts with the squirrels over those pecans. Not really, I don't. I just let them have them. But do you know how expensive pecans are? I mean, I could make a fortune. Except all mine seem to be rotten when I find them. Maybe I find them at the wrong time. Hold on. The pollen's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me, I tell you. I just scared Charlie. It's okay, baby. I'm sorry. That's what you get for scaring Penny, though, right? Don't give me that look. I forgot what I was going to say. Pecan. Oh, I'm still watching all the things from the trial because I just wanted to kind of see it all because I was late to the party. And I've heard John Marvin testify. I've heard the banker. Whatever that. I've already lost the word again. I'm not saying he's that way. Somebody in the comments said he was that way. I haven't heard enough of his testimony to make that decision on my own. I'm just saying. But I heard today, which y'all probably have already seen all this, but they asked Knucklehead how many tablets, pills he was taking a day. He said 30 milligram oxy, and he was taking 60 or more tablets a day. How is he still alive? Because I thought at some point you would overdose. Is that, I mean, I guess I don't understand overdose unless it's just, I mean, I know it has to do with tolerance, like with alcohol. Well, I guess it's just like alcohol, because alcoholics would come to jail and they would be considered legally dead by their by their breathalyzer results, but they were walking and talking just as plain as I am, which isn't saying much since I can't seem to carry on a conversation without messing up a word. But I've been that way my whole life, so. But yeah, 60 or more a day of 30 milligrams. I'm just like, he said, and I always had them on me. I always had a pocket full of pills on me. That he was paranoid somebody was going to find them. But that one time he left them in the car and Mags found them. So I guess that's why he kept them in his pocket all the time. And that one time did him in. But he'd already been to rehab and got out, and I think he went back and got out. So anyway, bless his heart. I'm just going to leave it at that. Bless his heart. I'm going to walk to the mailbox. Do y'all want to go with me? Some people asked me questions about the craft yesterday. I got the jars and the lids at Target. I did put them in my Amazon thingy thing, but the jars, but the jars were sold out in Amazon. So, but Target had them, the fluted mason jars. And I put everything in my Amazon link. I put the type of resin I used. I put stickers. I didn't put these stickers. It's going to be dark out here when we go to the mailbox. I didn't put the exact stickers, but I got those at Michael's. But I did put stickers. And I put, it's a full moon. Can y'all see that? I'm glad I'm no longer in law enforcement, because it was always so crazy when the moon was full. Oh, y'all ain't gonna be able to see nothing. I'll be back in a minute, because I just feel weird walking in the dark talking to y'all. I mean, I am weird, but hold on. Well, I didn't have any mail, but there are the weirdest stars in the sky. They were over my dad's house last night. It's like, I don't know that they're stars. I think it's aliens. I'm just kidding. I don't think it's aliens. But there's like this really big, bright thing. Maybe it's a balloon. To me, it looked like it was blinking, but I mean, a star could blink. But this thing is huge, y'all. I want to show you because it's back out there tonight. And I need somebody else to see it. But I'm going to go put on a pair of shoes. I don't want to fight to put those sandals back on. I actually wore sandals today because did I mention it was 77 degrees? And I was like, I cannot be walking around in these furry Crocs and it's 77 degrees outside. Look. Aren't they cute? They dried. There's the other one. I kind of like the darker ones better, even though you see the lighter one. I don't know. Anyway, let me go put my shoes on, and then I'm going to show you the stars, because I got to put my work bucket in the car anyway, so I'll be right back. Okay, y'all can't see nothing. Y'all can't see nothing. It looks like the moon, and it's not the moon, but the one that was under it has moved. There were two. I mean, like 5 minutes ago, I took a picture when I was out here checking the mail, and I just came back out here and one of them's gone. So I'm going to insert that picture so you can see both of them, but it's so weird, isn't it? It's big. I mean, I know y'all can't tell. It just changed colors. That's weird. It didn't change colors for real, though, just in the camera. Now that is the moon. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. And a big old orb flying around. It's just the reflection of the light that makes an orb. Some people believe that they're spirits. Could be. I don't know. What do I know? But anyway, the moon's beautiful. I will leave you with this. That is pollen. That is nothing but pollen. Yep. And it has just begun. See how it's kind of greenish? No, it won't focus. It's kind of greenish yellow. Yep, that is from the pine trees. Yep, so you will see penny coated with it, and the windows, look, the roof is on fire. Anyway, yep, that's pollen. So welcome to Georgia. Well, probably the whole entire South, but there's no point in washing your car until all of the pollen goes away. But anyway, yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sorry this is so late. Pollen, all pollen. I'm sorry this is so late, but I hope you had a great day, and I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries. Remember, I love you and Jesus loves you, and I hope he's coming back soon. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.